Hi, my name is Madania Jolly, Senior Product Manager for ClearPass at Aruba, a Hewlett-Packard enterprise company. Today's mobile workforce is forcing IT to rethink their BYOD strategy. Instead of denying access or having employees use the guest network, we'll show you how an automated workflow for configuring personal devices makes it easier on IT and your users. ClearPass Onboard lets you create role-based policies that determine who can register a device and how many devices can be onboarded. It's a simple process that configures the device to use a secure SSID and places a digital certificate on the device for enhanced security. First off, let's take a look at what an employee would go through onboarding a Windows laptop, and then we'll do the same for a personal tablet. So first off, we're going to start with this Windows laptop. As you can see, right now we're not currently connected to the internet, so I'm going to go ahead and start there. We're going to go ahead and pick our corporate SSID, which is called Ethersphere WPA2. Obviously, in a real-world example, that would be your own secure SSID. Go ahead and click on that, and we're going to say Connect. Now, the way this is configured is it's initially going to request your username and password. Now, for most environments, this would probably be your Active Directory credentials. So we'll go ahead and type those in. Go ahead and click on that. We are now going to connect again, and you'll notice we have limited access. So there's a policy on ClearPass that says that when you connect to this SSID with your username and password, we need to kick off the onboard process, which is what you can see here. So now we're going to begin the process by registering this device on the network. So once again, type in your username and password credentials. Another thing to note is that the background that you see here can easily be customized. Could have your company's information on there, could have some details about the IT help desk. A lot of different things on this page can be made specifically for what you need in your given environment. Now you'll notice here it says in order to connect to this network, your device must be configured for enhanced security. This wizard is going to kick off what we call Quick Connect as part of the onboarding process. Go ahead and click on that. We'll go ahead and hit Run. Now you may get a message on a Windows device that it can't validate that application. That's mainly because we can't access the internet yet. So that's fine. We're going to go ahead and run this anyway. Now you'll see the Quick Connect wizard kicking off. So we're going to go ahead and click on Next. It's going to ask you to install a certificate. We're going to go ahead and say yes to that. And now our system has been configured specifically for Wi-Fi access. We're going to go ahead and hit Connect. We've been given an IP address. And if you want to see a summary of the changes, you can go ahead and click on here. But for the purposes of this demo, we're going to go ahead and skip that. Now you'll notice here on the back screen, ClearPass Onboard has said the device provisioning has completed. So let's go ahead and make sure that we can get to our company's homepage now. Lo and behold, I can get to Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, which means I've been onboarded successfully and we're good to go. Now let's do the same for a personal tablet. So now I have my personal tablet that I also want to onboard onto my corporate network. So let's get started. First, we're going to click on Settings. Go to Wi-Fi, and then we're going to find that same Ethersphere WPA2 SSID we previously used with our Windows laptop. Once again, it's going to ask for my username and password. It's going to ask me to accept the certificate. And you can see in the upper left-hand corner, we are showing the Wi-Fi signal. We can see that Ethersphere is configured. Now, let's go ahead and open up a web browser. As you can see, we got redirected to the onboarding process again. So let's go ahead and provide our username and password credentials. We have to go ahead and install the certificate. You notice all of this is happening pretty quickly just by hitting little taps and following the prompts. Again, the idea behind this is that end users are able to do this on their own without any IT knowledge. It's going to ask for my PIN code. Go ahead and install it. Then we go ahead and install the profile. And once again, put in our PIN code. And now we've actually completed that process. Get a nice little message that says device provisioning complete. We now need to change our settings to Ethersphere, which is already taken care of. Now let's go ahead and see if we can get to our home page. Now we can get to the Aruba homepage, so we've successfully onboarded and got ourselves on the network. Not only does ClearPass Onboard support iOS and Windows, but it also works with Android, Chromebooks, Apple, and Linux. Now let's take a quick look at the ClearPass admin user interface. Here we're logged into the admin user interface for ClearPass, specifically taking a look at the onboard configuration settings. You can see here we can do management and control, where we can look up information based on device, username, or certificate. We can also make configuration changes as part of that quick connect process that you saw a little bit earlier on. We can also make changes to the self-service portal as well. One of the things I want to show you is the certificate that was actually created for our Windows laptop. So we'll start off with View by Certificate. I'm going to scroll down to my name. You can see it's a Windows one on the far right for the device type. And we can go ahead and click on the View Certificate button. Let's scroll down a little bit here. And some of the things that we can see are things like what kind of device it was. It was a Windows device type. What were the MAC addresses that were discovered on the device? And some other information that we also included in the certificate. For example, that this was here in California in Sunnyvale at our headquarters. The bottom line is this. ClearPass Onboard not only lets you manage the use of personal devices on your network, but you also gain visibility while relieving IT of the burden of deploying BYOD. I'm Madani Ajali. Thanks for watching.